Hey, what's up? My name is Klaudia and welcome to TheKays. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to play Fade by Alan Walker on drums. So Faded is our most viewed drum cover on the channel, and a lot of you guys have requested a drum tutorial for the song. However, due to copyright reasons, I'm gonna be using Fade instead of Faded. So this is a drum tutorial for beginners, and let's get going. So let's start with the intro. Here I'm basically counting to 4, and I'm using the clap sound to count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As the intro continues, I'm adding a kick on 1, but as you can see, I'm skipping 2 beats. One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're basically continuing counting to 4, but now I add the kick on every one. So now we have a pre-chorus, which is a little bit tricky because the kick changes and I'm adding a snare. So technically, if we continue counting to 4, the snare comes in on 1 and the kick comes on 4. Let's do it slower again and continue counting to 4. So again, the snare on 1 and the kick on 4. And I really recommend you to count along so it becomes easier. And now comes my favorite part because there's a lot going on. And if we just focus on the kick pedal, we can see that it comes on 1 and 3. And I really recommend focusing on the kick pedal first before you continue moving on the snare and the fill. So the good thing here is that the kick and the snare come together on 1 and 3. So you're basically using your right arm all the time on the clap or hi-hat, whatever you're using, and you count to 4. And on 1 and 3, you use the snare and kick together. And this little snare fill is actually just single stroke rolls. That means right, left, right, left, right, left. So remember, you can always pause the video and go back to the parts you're still unsure of, or if you need more practice. And right now we're gonna move on to the main fill. So this fill is actually also a single stroke roll, just like the snare fill. Let me show you from this perspective and a bit slower. So the point here is to have in mind that it's right, left, right, left, right, left. So I'm doing 2 hits on the tom, 1 on the snare, then back to the tom 2 times, and then 1 more time on the snare. So once you have this pattern in your head that it's right, left, right, left, right, left, you can actually twitch this fill in how many ways you want. For example, I'm actually using 2 different toms instead of 1 for this one. So if you're a beginner, it's really important that you start practicing rudiments, and especially the single stroke roll, because you can do so many things with it. Okay, so now we have the chorus, and I'm gonna start with the kick pedal, which goes on 1 and 3. So remember, count in your head. So for the chorus, I have an easier alternative. We're gonna do the kick on 1, the hi-hat on 2, and the snare on 3. So if you feel that that's too easy or too hard for you, you can do this instead. So you always hit the hi-hat, the kick on 1, and the snare on 3. So then we have one more fill. It sounds more like dum da dum da dum. So to explain it easier, we're gonna use the single stroke roll as well. However, the first hit is on the snare with both hands, as you can see. Then we do 2 on the first tom and then 2 on the floor tom. So the second verse of the song is actually very similar to the first one. And I encourage you to just sit behind your drum kit and just play along and see what you can do with this song, with the first and the second verse, if there's something you like more. And other than that, I just recommend you to count to 4, explore the song, get to know the song, get to know the beat, and yeah. Alright, thank you so much for watching this drum lesson. Let me know if you liked it and let me know what song I should teach you next. Okay, thank you. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe for more, and see you next time.